on that show.
Welcome back, everyone. Now, Stephen McQueen is one of Hollywood's hottest young talents, and that's not surprising when you look at his lineage. As the grandson of action superstar Steve McQueen, the talented actor's career is on the rise.
Runs pretty strong through the family. Hey, the younger McQueen is in the country for this weekend's Vampire Diaries events in Melbourne and Sydney, and he joins us now. G'day, Stephen McQueen.
Hey, thanks for having me this early morning.
Now, your grandfather was nicknamed the King of Cool, wasn't he? So
yeah, I've kind of been hoping some of that cool would rub off on me, but so far, no such luck.
Really?
Well,
everybody here seems to think you're pretty cool, especially our producer who got you here.
There's a few smitten people in the studio.
Well, now you guys have me blushing already.
Do you think having the name Steve McQueen, has that helped or hindered your career?
I think it opens doors. You know, I think anytime you have some sort of it's always helpful. But I think my trouble has been trying to carve my own path. You know, you can never truly match up to someone's shadow, I feel like, at the end of the day. So separating yourself from that and just kind of making your own way is always a challenge.
It's easy to see why you've used your name and initial, but when you ring up for appointments, like to go to the doctor or something, or you know, just anywhere where you have to use your name, get a driver's license, you say, Stephen McQueen. It sounds like you're kind of just dragging out the moment. Did anyone ever say, yeah, sure?
Well, the R is out of respect for my stepdad, Luke Robitaille, which I'm hoping they win the Stanley Cup here pretty soon.
Fantastic.
But on my license, it doesn't say Stephen R. McQueen. And as for the Steve McQueen part, it works out great until I get pulled over. Then they think, you know, I'm handing him a fake ID or something like that.
Right, yeah. Well, I mean, your grandfather, he passed away 8 years before you were born.
Yes.
But acting really was a family affair because your dad, Chad, was in the Karate Kid films. Is that right?
Yes, yes. Wax on, wax off.
Okay. I think we might. I wonder if we have any vision of it. Oh, there we have a picture. Very.
All right. Oh, yeah.
Okay. And you've inherited some of your grandfather's passion for getting physical. You're skilled yourself in martial arts, is that right?
Oh, I am. I've studied kickboxing, okinawa-te, judo, starting jiu-jitsu. But yeah, that's always been something fun, and we're out in Atlanta, Georgia, where I've kind of had to find some hobbies to keep myself busy.
Mm-hmm. Not much else to do.
Well, no, there's a lot to do in Atlanta.
Hotlanta.
Hotlanta. There's a lot of, you know, music and a couple of studios and stuff out there.
Yeah.
But, you know.
What about the Vampire Diaries? Obviously, you're here, you know, for the events that are happening in Sydney and Melbourne. It's been a great series, obviously, for viewers, but to be involved in something that's hot like this must be terrific for you.
Yeah, you know, I mean, it's at the end of the day, as actors, we're telling stories, and anytime that people are watching and enjoying them, that's the greatest gift you can ever have. So, yeah, I feel very lucky.
Sorry, go on.
Sorry, I was just going to say, because, you know, normally people would cast you to type, like, clean cut, good-looking stuff, but you play an edgy sort of character when you're young. That's a bit of a gift.
Yeah, Jeremy's a very transitional character. You know, he's been through a lot, and he starts... he just lost his parents, so he's going through addiction and all that stuff, and kind of has to grow strong to protect the ones that he loves, which he fails to do so a lot of the time. So he's always a transitional character, and I've enjoyed how he's had to callous to become strong.
Tell us about the convention, because you're actually travelling around the world, aren't you, with the Vampire Diaries convention? So what happens? People can go along and come and meet you, and where do they have it?
All right, I'm supposed to say it's Hub Productions, and you can pick up the tickets online and at the door.
Yeah.
And I'm going here, and then I'm going to Melbourne, and then after that, go back to LA for a little bit, then
to London,
and then south of France. So I'm really getting to travel all over the world, which it's just a great experience.
So what do you think your Australian fans will be like? Like, you know, obviously various countries around the world are hooked into the Vampire Diaries. Who are the most passionate fans?
Crazy.
Well, I mean, being here in Sydney, I have to say, the Australian fans are my favorite, hands down. I don't know, you know, it's always different. You know, it's like I said, we're telling a story, and it's very cool to see people are watching it and appreciating it all over the world. So it's pretty cool.
There's other great acting dynasties developing in this Vampire Diaries, because you've got Meryl Streep's daughter, Mamie Gummer, I think it is, and Gregory Peck's grandson, Ethan, is involved. I mean...
They've worked for the same network, I think, not on Vampire Diaries, but for the same network.
CW network,
yes.
Yeah. I forgot what their show's called, but I think we just saw it at Upfronts. We kind of were talking about this a second ago. Yeah, their show looks great.
What are Upfronts?
That's when they get all the shows together and kind of, I think we talk to all the people that
Like
invest in the shows and all that and do the schmoozing and all that fun stuff. So.
Advanced screens, all the inside info.
Yeah, how long are you here for?
I'm here till, I go to Melbourne and the 9th, and then back to LA on the 13th.
Right.
No way, you're going to miss the State of Origin. If you love football.
I know, that's what you were saying. I have to cheer for the Blues.
Yeah. No, I'm saying you got to cheer for the Maroons.
Well, then I'm cheering for the Blues, just to cause a little...
Well, you're on the losing team for the last 6 years, but that's okay.
Well, I'm going to root for the underdog.
Okay.
Thank you, Steve. I hope you have a great time while you're here, and we'll put all the details for where people can see you on our website too.
Okay.
Have a great time.
Thank you very much.
Now, Paul...